don't know what's going on. Trust in the guidance. So what I have just done is I've mixed two decks together. For those of you that watch my readings, you'll know that this is not my normal style. It's definitely something I'm very uncomfortable with. But I got the call to get two decks out. I put them side by side, realized they're exact same size. And now we're going to figure out how to do something with that because it's a lot of cards there to try and shuffle. The two decks are the Starseed Oracle and the Shaman's Dream. And this feels important to me. I feel like there is a mixing of earth wisdom and cosmic wisdom, starseed wisdom. I don't know. Let's see how we go with just shuffling. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Spirit. Just call it in guides from both earth and cosmic energies that are benevolent and of the light to come in and support. And there's a lot. There's a lot here supporting at 555 on the timer. Something's happening. All right. Thank you. Messages that are of the light and for the best and highest good of all, including all cosmic beings. I mean that anyway when I say that, but that's important. Oh my gosh, this energy is amazing. Thank you, Spirit. What is happening? I wish I could put this feeling through the screen sometimes. This is unlike I've ever felt before. Like there are thousands of guides here right now. I don't know if that is supporting us as a collective or supporting this reading. I feel like they might be for me. Surrender. Roger. Baby steps. Loosen your grip. Baby steps. Fall into my arms. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. I'm trying to do. Fall into my arms. Surrender. Holding opposites. And then we just got a card from the Shaman's deck. Beloved, radical. Oh, two cards. Beloved, radical acceptance. And the Father Gate, bold step forward, baby steps, bold step forward. I feel like I need to keep going. This is, wow. Thank you, Spirit. Oops. That was Eye of the Needle, intentionality. This card's back. In the hand, the universe is your partner. Heart home and dances on one foot, balancing act, compassion. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within. Many masks, the authentic self. And closing door, completion. And lost compass, I saw that before at some point. Getting back to integrity. Lost compass, perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. In the first 6 cards we had out, which were loosen your grip, baby steps, fall into my arms, radical acceptance, bold step forward, and intentionality, there are definitely themes here of surrender and take action, take intentional action, but let go of, almost let go of what you think this needs to look like, let go of where you think you're going, where we are going, surrender. The loosen your grip card also says let God in, which to me this card has been very much a God card this week. In the hand, The universe is your partner. Let God in. Let God into your heart. Something about reconciliation and union as well. And kind of getting you're off course. You're off course, but not because I'm getting chills. Maybe we're off course. It almost feels like that's what I need to say with how much support's here and what's happening with this reading. We're off course because of how much we're holding on to what we think is happening. We think we know where we think we're going. We need to, rather than moving from here to here where we think we're going, it's those baby steps. So it's the intentional little steps from our heart through our intuition, through our connection with the divine, authentically, that will bring us back into alignment. And even with this card, Dances on 1 Foot, Balancing Act, I don't know what this card means in terms of from the book, but see how she's taking this big long step, but it's like baby steps isn't even like 2 feet on the ground at the time. It's like testing the waters. Does this feel right? Yes. Next step, testing the waters. Does this feel right? From that place of intuition and surrender, really, really letting go of the stories of what we think this is. So I'll keep going. I just split to Moon Maiden, New Beginnings. And Fortune's Wheel, Right Timing. Drifter, experiencing life as it comes. Yeah, there's something about needing to be in the present moment. I don't think this is a message for people that are focused too much on the past, but maybe we're focused too much on the future. We need to come back into the present, because by focusing on the future from the perspective of where we think we're going, we've gotten off course. Anything else, Spirit? Thank you. Deep diver, diving into a task. Deep diver. Of course, deep diver. Interesting. That's the Seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing the unconscious to light. So deep diver might be us diving down into the unconscious, the subconscious. Is that what we're being asked to do? Seeing potential. Call and support were we to do that, but I guess that is a message. There is I can tell you just by the fact of how I called in support for this message and how much came in, there is a lot of support available to us. So, okay, got it. Spirit is asking us to connect with that support. And I think the message here is the guidance and the information that we've been working with about what we need to do and where we're going, particularly the where we're going piece in terms of New Earth, is the lens in which I'm speaking about this right now. It's not that that's been incorrect, but it's been two things here. It's been interpreted through the lens of what we currently understand, and it's that message again of we can't possibly manifest a reality that is so far different from anything we've ever experienced in this lifetime. So there's a piece of it's been filtered through our lens, and that's kind of made us interpret a vision of the future as much more solid and locked in than it actually in reality will be. And so we're needing to let go of that vision. It's not that we need to doubt our connection with how that information has come in, but there is a need to, I was just thinking about this week too, in the readings that I do. There is a need to receive this information and not try and make sense of it almost. I'm seeing like receiving pieces of a puzzle, one piece at a time, without knowing what the end image is. We're not meant to know this yet, but there is a piece around connecting with this star family that are really here supporting this right now, that are going to give us those pieces of the puzzle. But as we receive them, we don't want to filter them just through our conscious lens. There's something about there's something about how these puzzle pieces are being delivered to us, and they're almost coming through not as puzzle pieces, but like these beautiful stones almost of that we're going to create this, I don't know. It's an interesting visual coming through. But rather than interpreting what is coming through our only our conscious lens and making it fit what we think is coming or what we understand reality could even be like, there's something about this process of receiving them and what are we meant to do with them, Spirit? I wanted to say articulating them, but then I hesitated. There's something about the process in which we're receiving them and then doing something with them before I clarify that piece that is helping bring some of this unconscious information, which is the intelligence of the universe that's being passed through these bits of information, that bring that to light and bring that to life, bring the new earth to life. It's almost, it feels like, this is a very strange analogy, but it does. It feels like stones being passed literally through us, because it is knowledge and wisdom coming through us, but it's almost the process of it doing that and the intelligence of the universe that brings up within us, but is also delivered as part of these stones, is how we bring into physical reality this new earth. What do we do with this information, Spirit? What do we do with this information? I got Eye of the Eagle rising above the fray, repairing the mind, body, and spirit. This, to me, this is the higher perspectives piece that I was just talking about. I just split to another surrender card. Sky Dancer's surrender. You want to know why? Why I just split to that card? Because I'm trying to make sense of these cards to fit the story rather than just saying what's coming through. So the answer to my question around what we're meant to do with this is somehow we're meant to articulate it, write it down. If you've got a channel like this, you're meant to share it, communicate it with other people that are on this path, on this Starseed, Shaman, whatever path you are on in being part of creating this new earth. We're meant to share this information, but through an unfiltered, unbiased way that doesn't try and make sense of it. Even if it doesn't fit anything you've heard before, the point is to articulate it. And we will together fit this puzzle together. And I'm really clearly getting the sense there that we don't see what that even looks like until the very last piece is placed. At completion is when we see it. Anyway, so that's what we do with it. What I'm getting is, by being part of this process, there is some healing that happens to us, to our mind, body, and our spirit or soul. And I believe that is, there's something about bringing other lifetimes into access, reconciliation. This is a really sad looking card, but I am getting I'm getting a message about, reconciling lifetimes to allow us to have access to wisdom from all lifetimes. As I just spoke about this card, there's something about lifetimes in which we would have been persecuted for speaking this kind of truth. I'm not really sure if Spirit is suggesting that I feel like I've had this message before, that some kind of persecution could happen again. Whatever that might be. Losing community, losing connections, losing perceived stability, right through to actual persecution of some description. It doesn't feel I feel like there's a big trust piece here. Yeah, chills as I say that. Like, this is what you came here to do. Trust in me that you'll be protected. Trust in me that this is what you signed up for. And I split to straddling worlds, wandering between realms before, when I was talking about bringing soul fragments or past life soul fragments back together. And then underneath that card is the card we had in the reading I posted on YouTube. In that very emotional Imagine Peace reading, the Sky Bridge, possibility for union. Again, union with our past selves and connection with each other's connection with each other. We're creating this web of knowledge through this process and connection with each other. And so it's almost, what's coming through here is it's not that this needs to be articulated for it to be put into physical form, but by articulating it, we find each other easier. And that almost feels like a separate purpose, because we can still contribute to the creation of this new earth through this process without being connected in the 3D reality. I think our physical connection has to do with the persecution piece. Not in a bad way, in some kind of protective way. Do you have any more on that, Spirit? Thank you. Movement towards adventure. And you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. Clarity and organization. Yeah, a few things are coming through here. One, we will be encouraged by each other to keep going on this path, even when the persecution piece, whatever that might look like for us, ramps up. And we'll feel less isolated. But also, I'm getting like kind of a covert operation situation. There's like some kind of organization in the background. Groupthink. Yeah, there's something. There's something that we do in the physical realm. Okay, I'm going to wrap that one up there. That was very interesting, and now I have to deal with this situation. Surrender. Surrender, surrender, surrender. Wow, what a message. And honestly, the support was incredible. So do tap into that. And remember, the wisdom comes through your crown, through your connection with the divine and the star family, and to not put that through a lens of your consciousness. Okay, bye everyone.